Welcome everybody back into the UNLV Recreation and Fitness Center. Here in the broadcast booth, we have another intramural volleyball playoff game between 6-7 White T and 6 Steezy. I'm Justin Young. Joining me in the broadcast booth is Marcus Bray. Marcus, what do you see between these two teams? What do you think is the key for both of them?
I see a great name with white tee in it, and not wearing white tee is quite upsetting as we see the first serve scoring a point for the other team. But 6 Steezy being in the white tees, not being the team named the white tees, everybody at home, just get that etched in your mind now.
Yeah, I need an abacus to keep track of all of that. But talking about all these white tees, thought some hey there Delilah's about to play, if you know what I'm saying. But 1-0 early on in this game. 6 Steezy got the first point, and they'll get the second point. Serving for 6 Steezy is number 5, Roslyn Coronado. Now, I did go to Coronado High School, so maybe some good juju coming her way this match.
Could be in the Vegas town. Who knows what can happen.
Ooh, that ball sort of sat on the net a little bit, danced a little bit, but eventually fell over for another point for 6 Steezy. They go out to an early 3-0 lead.
A little bit of walk on the tightrope before falling down, but an unfortunate way to lose a point.
Ooh, nice spike. That's from number 9, Michael L. We do not have his last name, but we know his name is Michael.
And how about that from Michael getting the first point for 6-7 White Tee, as they will try and take some of that momentum back after going down 3-0 early. Now down 3-1. Can they have a LeBron-like performance to come back here?
We shall see. Michael is the one who serves it. That's over. Oh, rises up with the kill. That is number 11, Michael Ortiz.
And on the other side, it was number 1, the special guest referee, now in the match. Wasn't quite able to save it there, but he'll look to rally back, taking his experience as the ref to now turn it into a player.
Hey, his name is Francis. Put some respect on his name.
Francis there.
Over. It's Francis. Ooh, with the little change-up hit. Oh, they're able to recover, though. Ortiz sends it over. Michael receives. Getting ready. Ooh, nice send over. Oh, my goodness. Ball almost touching the basketball hoop. That's lifted all the way up. And Francis biffs it.
Francis, no! Unable to corral it. Couldn't quite get it up, as it'll be a point yet again for 6 Steezy. And I got to say, they're starting to run away with it here.
Run away, maybe not the quite word I would use, but it has been concerning so far. Oh, Francis using that reach. He gets one right back there.
You're right. Run away, no Kanye West. But now the score 5-2, as we will see if they can rally back and try and close that lead. And the game right before this, between BTA and Elbows Deep, very much a close matchup. Hoping we can get more of that here in playoff volleyball in the spring semester.
And that was Kira who served that one.
And we no longer have ball boy Marcellus Davis. He subbed out now, this replacement, not as much of a high-ranked prospect as Davis once was.
Yeah, anytime you go from a downgrade at a position, it's always something that you have to take note of. But we shall see. Game is so early, she has not had any opportunities yet. And just like that, the game is now only a 1-point game. Ever since Kira's been serving these balls, they've been pretty solid.
Absolutely. And it's so important to find that one server who can really hone in on their craft and get it in a position that makes the other team so uncomfortable.
Yes, and that's Antrexa Valdez for 6 Steezy, unable to get it over the net. And just like that, things are knotted up at 5. The serve from Kira. It's a good one. That ball sent sky high. Michael's there to recover it, though. And now it's over to Francis. Oh, my goodness. Francis talked to me nice with the spike.
Absolutely. 6 Steezy felt comfortable with the lead early. And how about Francis with a little attitude adjustment for them, giving them the first lead of the game, 6-5.
The comeback, it is real. That ball was sent over. Michael calls for it. Over to his guy, Francis. Can't spike it that time, but just gets it over. And now it's Ortiz. Ooh, the soft ball.
And a soft ball, in fact, from Ortiz, just getting it right in between the gaps, and a easy point for Steezy to tie this game at 6 apiece.
And now that is number 10, Jacqueline Gonzalez on the serve. Sends it straight into the net. That's not what you want. But I will say, partner, you know what that makes things. Both of these teams have 6 in their name, and now the score is 6-7.
A lot of great things can happen here. Maybe a
Yeah, I agree. Ortiz sends one into the net. That extends the lead to 8-6.
Oh my, 6-7 got a point. While the score was 6-7, now all of their magical powers are gone. Now it's 8-7. No longer has the energy of the 6-7 score. We'll see how they can fare if they will no longer see that score tonight.
Luis just sent that one into the net. Now Ortiz with the good serve. Luis gets that one. Oh, it's Francis. Francis is spiking these things like it's nobody's business, but good recovery from Ortiz and the rest of Steezy. Now it's Michael. Oh, my goodness. Michael was looking Michael, if you know what I'm saying.
These two monsters on both sides. Two big guys on the left and right side of the net. There's nothing Steezy can do about it.
That serve just hits the back line there from, that's number 7, Kaylena.
And I gotta say,
serve,
how about the rally?
How about the rally? I agree completely. Now, when you talk about them, please say 6-7 White Tee. That is their name. Now, Ortiz receives the serve. Good hit over from, that's number 4, Leonardo Ortiz. And just like another point, after being down 5-1 early, it's now 10-7 for 6-7 White Tee. Oh, excuse me, 7-11, like my favorite convenience store.
Absolutely, always good to go on a midnight run there. Get yourself a nice little Slurpee. But I gotta say, with these two monsters on the other side, just throwing it down time and time again, it's so hard for Steezy to get going once again.
Yeah, Valdez just sent that one straight to the net. That's not what she wanted to do. Score is now 12-7. Kaylena on a nice little run here of serves.
And I gotta say, 6-7 White Tee, not in the White Tees, are doing a great job of just having a constant flow of servers who can do a great job at getting it into uncomfortable positions.
And an uncomfortable position, Leonardo Ortiz sent that ball to way out of bounds. And Kaylena will take a few dribbles, get ready for the serve as the lead balloons to 6. Ooh, some heat on that one. And now it's Valdez. And the referee making the safety motion as if we were playing football over his head. And it's kind of a football score right now. It's 14-7.
Absolutely, 2 touchdowns to 1. And of course, the referee who made the call, a different referee than what we've had due to him stepping in. Francis, of course, the dual threat here. And it'll be interesting to see how these new refs call the game a little differently, if it'll matter, and maybe we'll see how along the line they call things.
I suppose we shall see. Kaylena's on a run here. That's another ace for her. 16-7, 9-point game here in the first set. As we look at the bracket, the winner of this game will play BTA in the semifinals next Monday. Do not miss that game, because we just saw BTA versus Elbows Deep, and that game was preposterous, if you know what I'm saying. But no, it's Michael. Ooh, a little too hard for Mr. Michael. And another point to break the run for Steezy.
And he's got the no sleeves to show those muscles, and a little bit too much muscle on that one. Justin Young, I know you love watching that. But with the score 16-8, doubling the opposing team's score. And Michael once again with a hard hit.
And because of that hard hit from Michael, that one sent up into the track almost. I think, yes, actually sent up into the track right above us on the 4th floor. And now Corral's down, and it's right there. As 17-8 is the score now. 6-7 White Tee up on Steezy. And it's our boy Francis on the serve. He leaps, he sends it over. Received nicely by Michael Ortiz. Ooh, good hit over from Tulak Galilei. Have not had to say his name tonight. And he dives for that one, but it falls to the ground.
And a little bit of a different setup. Now moving Francis to the back due to him serving. And I like the dynamic they had with Francis and Michael. A little bit of a twin tower situation with two big guys up there. But now a little bit of a different look for Steezy. We'll see if it can affect how they really attack this alternate setup. That 6-7 white tee, which a lot of them are in black tees. But I will say, we'll see how they fare here.
I think they'll fare pretty well, since they're up 19-8 right now. 2 more points, and it's in the set at least goes to 6-7 white tee. And that's Mr. Will Lewin running out from his role as the producer up to the track to throw down the ball that was up in the track. Hey, what can you say about the guy? He's an all-around great guy.
Hey, we've had a lot of great ball boys come through the franchise here. Marcellus Davis, one of the greats, but Will Lewin will not be a stranger to putting up great numbers in that category.
Yes. And as we say that, Luis sends one to outer space, but unfortunately outer space, not within the out-of-bounds lines, if you know what I'm saying. So lead is down to 9. Luis gets that one back over, received by Valdez, and falls harmlessly to the ground. No one was there to receive that set.
And it's 10-20 now, just 1 point shy of taking an early first set lead.
Michael about to serve that, but then pass the rock over to Kira. Kira dribbles with both hands. She's ready. She's going, and she gets it over. Ortiz receives it. It's over to Galilei. Francis over to Michael. Tipped, but to no avail. Michael with the set clinching kill for 6-7 white tee. And partner, what did you see in this first set that made things so lopsided in 6-7 white tee's favor?
Pure domination. I mean, it was just such an aggressive style volleyball, and they had those two big boys on each side of the net. The twin towers, as I like to call them, just sending it down time and time again, as there was nothing Steezy could do about it.
Yeah, I think their overall, their length, their reach, it was just too much for Steezy to handle, you know? Anytime you can get two guys who have the length to really contend with every single spike, every single block, it gives you such an advantage, especially when your boy Francis is out there. That man's the longest man I've ever seen in my life. Call him Stretch.
Stretch man Armstrong for Francis. How about that? An absolute stone cold killer. He is the special guest referee, stepping in time and time again. I'll tell you what, never underestimate that man, especially a man with glasses. You never hit a man like that.
You never hit a man with glasses. If Wreck-It Ralph's taught me anything, that's the one thing you do not do.
Absolutely.
And now, minute 45 left before this second set begins. We'll take a look at the whole bracket this time. On the left side, we have Julie Regulates versus I'd Hit That. I believe that's going on the other court as we speak, alongside this game.
And I got to say, in that matchup, Julie Regulates has been dominating all semester, and I do expect them to walk out of there, but I'd Hit That is no stranger to strong competition.
Yeah, I'd Hit That. They're no stranger to really hitting things hard, if you know what I'm saying. And
absolutely.
The previous game, this happened while we were broadcasting the last game, which was BTA versus Elbows Deep. The back row Spankers played Caleb the Best, and Caleb the Best got the win there. And they move on. They play the winner of Julie Regulates and I'd Hit That. And the winner of this game right here, 6-7 white tee and Steezy, they will play BTA in the semifinals once again on Monday right here at UNLV Recreation Center, right in the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Absolutely. And, of course, the matchup between BTA and Elbows Deep, we just saw BTA put on an absolute show, not just in domination, not just in being taken advantage of, but putting on a great volleyball matchup against Elbows Deep, and you got to give Elbows Deep props. Maybe BTA had the advantage because they played back-to-back games and the fatigue got to them. But them being able to show up and show out, it was such a great matchup. Now here, maybe a little bit of the flip side. 6-7 white tee showing out, taking a 10-point lead to win it against Steezy. They're going to need a lot to bounce back in the second set with the white tees and all.
I will say, one thing I did notice, partner, I don't know if you did as well, I think the tallest guy on Steezy might be 5'9" or something like that. And as we all know, volleyball is a sport dominated by tall people. Not saying 5'9" isn't tall. It's actually above the national average here in the United States of America. But compared to Michael and Francis, things are going to need to change here. But we're off here on the second set. Steezy with the serve. And off we go. That is Jacqueline Gonzalez with the serve. And now over to Michael. Ooh, kind of whiffed on that one. Misjudged his jump. And what can you say, Steezy? I'll tell you what, they have a lead.
And I got to say, with the white tees, they do have personal names on the back. And number 10, Jack serving it here, as it'll be Francis receiving it.
Yeah, and that's Luis who sends it over. One of the Ortiz brothers gets that one. The other one hits it over. And now it's Michael. Oh, blocked but out of bounds. Point still goes to 6-7 white tee. The hit from Michael. The guys over for Steezy, unable to send that one inbounds. It's a 1-1 game.
And partner, I'm not sure if this is how it was for the last set, but if I'm not mistaken, it does look like 6-7 white tee only has 5 players in comparison to Steezy, who has the 6 on the court right now.
That is correct. They had 5 last time, but once again, they just have more length. They appear. They're everywhere. It's just overall good volleyball being played by them. Francis now. It's going to be over to Michael. Oh, they reject him that time. They're going to try again. This time it's Luis. Oh, they block him again. Oh, my goodness. Michael Ortiz, he says no twice, just like Dikembe Mutombo.
There you go. And it's an incredible job. Steezy getting up there, just blocking it. And you were saying it earlier, their tallest guys aren't quite as tall as 6'7", but they also have that dynamic duo up front.
They do. And it's Ortiz over to Jacqueline Gonzalez. And now it's Michael. Ooh, hits it straight into the net. Fault right there for Mr. Michael. And it's a 3-1 lead for Steezy. Do not get too excited, though. They had a 5-1 lead in the first set and ended up losing by over 20.
They have a strong start, but it's about the finish. Can they finish? And we'll have to wait and see here, as they will give another point towards 6-7, as it'll now be 3-2, as they cannot give up momentum here.
Yeah, anytime you finish later than you expect, it's overall, you're just kind of waiting it out, you know. And they might smell blood in the water, but they're going to have to relax, as Francis was not relaxing there with the kill. Oh, my goodness, across the court for Francis.
Coast to coast, no stranger. We said it earlier, a stone-cold killer. Give him the 316, if you will.
That's my favorite Bible verse.
There you go, 316, Justin Young's favorite Bible verse. Shout out Steve Austin. But it's yet another point for Steezy as they're trying to corral themselves here.
Incorrect, partner. Michael Ortiz touched the net while spiking that one, so the point actually goes to 6-7 white tee.
And quite unfortunate there, I will say.
Unfortunate for you, yes. Michael now with the serve for 6-7 white tee. Oh, that's unfortunate for 6-7 white tee. That one sent all the way to lead library.
And it's a lot of arid serves here, as that one will stay in. Francis receives it and taps it right back over.
The finesse from Francis is impressive. Now it's Michael, though. Michael and Luis.
Doesn't quite have that finesse that Francis has. More of the bigger body, more of the bigger bore. And it's a lot of great challenges here, a lot of dynamic ways they can hide their flaws and weaker points in their team.
A big flaw right there was from Rosalind Coronado, who served that one right out of bounds. As things are knotted up at 5, ball went into the other court where Julie regulates, and I'd hit that are currently playing. And now that is going to be Kira on the serve for 6-7 white tee. It's up. Oh, hits the net and over. That is the perfect serve if your name is Kira. 6-5, 6-7 white tee.
How about that serve? Steezy expecting it further back, and usually it's a little scary when it hits the net, but just creeping over, falling straight down. A great point for 6-7.
And Ortiz, ooh, the finesse, he gets it over. They somehow save it, though. What a play from 6-7 white tee. And Francis, oh my goodness, Galilei hits a backbone. Francis goes up again. incredible things happening. Now it's Michael. Galilei defends it once again. Kira tries to save it. It's to no avail, though. Shout out to Lock Galilei showing out for Steezy.
How about that? The save. Did my eyes deceive me there? Or did he save it with his chest? No hands needed.
I think it was his hands. I think he did one of these. Kind of what we're doing right now. I think he did do one of these as you drop your pen. But now we're here on the serve now for Steezy. And it's Michael Ortiz. Too hot for Kira to handle. And partner, once again, the score is 6-7.
Maybe the power once again coming back for 6-7 White Tee. If they can bring that together, maybe take a little bit of that aura from the score and once again punch home the win.
We'll see. Michael Ortiz will try to stop that from happening. Ooh, nice little hit there from Kalena as that one barely got the back of the area. Makes things 8-6 now. And Steezy going on a little bit of a run here as we are here in the second set. If you're just joining us, 6-7 White Tee, who's actually in the yellow pennies, and Steezy in the white jerseys. As the first set belonged to 6-7 White Tee, they won pretty easily. I believe the score was 21-10. But here in the second set now, score is 6-9 in favor of Steezy.
And you love the short-term memory from Steezy. They took that first loss and being able to rally back, not get too shaken up, and remember to stay composed and really rally back here to try and fight for that win.
Composure was not seen right there as Michael Ortiz just sent one out of the back of the court. Breathing in new life to 6-7 White Tee. And it'll be Luis with the serve. He jumps, he sends it over. He sends it way over too far.
And back-to-back serves going a little bit too far. Now evening the tide. Steezy getting a little bailout after an arid serve, and you love to see it for them.
Arid serve? Like as in it's dry?
Absolutely. They need that ball to be wet inside the field of play.
I do quite agree. And Francis, he was trying to make things wet, but he got dunked on himself. Oh, my goodness.
Looking for a splash to no avail. And 6-7 White Tee a little shaken now as Steezy has their feet on the ground and finding their momentum.
Valdez with the underhand serve pops it way high. Francis is there. Kalena's there. It's Michael. Oh, what a save from Michael Ortiz. As Jack just barely gets it over. Now, Aaron pass. Ooh, unfortunate. Bad pass there from Kalena. Francis unable to handle it. And it's a 5-point lead for Steezy.
And I got to say, both of these sets we've seen so far, quite varying outcomes. The first one very much dominated by 6-7. Now Steezy really finding their footing and their style of volleyball they want to play today.
We'll see. Oh, that's a good one, though, from Mr. Michael. Stops this run that Steezy was going on. Cuts the lead to 4. And now we will see Kalena's serves, however long it may last. Here we go. She's going overhand, and she sends it over. Received nicely by Michael Ortiz. Ooh, good hit over from Jacqueline Gonzalez. And now Michael, the finesse.
He didn't have it earlier. He finds it now, and how about that? And a little bit of big bodies with the finesse. The Twin Towers going to work here in this matchup.
Yeah, finesse. No Bruno Mars, no Cardi B on that one, though. Michael Ortiz gets the serve. It's over. There's lucky get over. A little miscommunication there. Francis, Kira, two-man game. Oh, Galilei. Got a little too close for comfort. Reached over. And that's another point for 6-7 White Tee. As serve will stay with Kalena. Little miscommunication between Luis and Kalena. But she gets it over. Ooh, that ball kind of knuckled a bit as it came in. Valdez not expecting it to kind of do that movement in the air, looking like a snake.
Yeah, it caught her off balance a little bit. Got a good job to get hands on the ball, but this serve is out.
You all right, Marcus?
Yes, these ladies are all right over here. Thank you very much, Justin Young, saving me from the ball. But now,
Anything for you, partner.
thank you. Very much appreciate you. Now, 6Steezy sending it over to 6-7 as they'll head it up for Michael, and they'll throw it down just a little bit out of bounds.
I don't know about you, partner. That ball was headed straight towards ball girl for the game, Ziena. She didn't even move out of her seat to go and get that one.
No, I got to say, I do miss Marcellus Davis in that ball boy position. She is not quite the prospect you would hope, but she's trying her best, and that's all that matters.
Wisely said. She is trying her best. That is the thing to keep in mind. A little bit of a run, 2 straight points, and it's going to be Leo Ortiz now on the serve. As Francis receives it, no one there to receive his reception, though. He called the timeout. He looked at the ref immediately after that. He said he needs time. His group of players need time to recoup after that miscommunication, as the score is 16-11 in favor of 6Steezy.
And it's a 5-point deficit for 6-7, but they are also no strangers to coming back from such a deficit. If they can once again rally back and take the win here in the second set for the sweep, it would be nothing shy of a miracle for them, as we don't see many sweeps in playoff volleyball here.
Yes, we did see one earlier with, I believe the teams were Block Party and Julie Regulates. Julie Regulates swept them.
To no surprise of mine, Block Party was quite an interesting addition into this tournament.
I believe a group of professors here at UNLV, as the hit from Michael, too hot for Jacqueline Gonzalez to handle. And maybe that timeout rejuvenated Francis, because he's moving with a little extra pep in his step.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what you need if you're down like they are now. Get that energy back in your team, and if you can get that, then just naturally it'll flow back to you.
Little line drive serve there from Francis. Leo Ortiz sends it over, though, with no problem. And now it's Michael. Ooh, plays perfectly. As that one actually sails over ahead, shout out Marcellus Davis, who has somehow got more balls into him than Sienna.
Even benched, he's out here being a better ball boy than Ziena Vasquez. How about that? Marcellus Davis cannot shy away from the opportunity to show his absolute elite ball boy retrieving ability.
Hey, man, sometimes the game never leaves you, but here we are now back into action. Leo Ortiz sending it over. Luis, sends it right back. Oh, collision between Leo Ortiz and Valdez. 6-7 YT. Loki did not take advantage of it, but Michael with another kill. Little momentum going towards 6-7 YT ever since that timeout, partner.
Absolutely. And how about the ability to bounce back after the miscommunication? Butting heads literally and physically, but bouncing back, getting back into the positions, wasn't quite able to save it. But now they have the chance to do it here.
Yes. Galilei with a nice little softball. And now it's Kalena. She gets it over. Ortiz to Gonzalez to Galilei. Not quite. Kalena receives that one. It's over to Michael. Oh, Valdez hit hard. Could not dig it out as the point goes to 6-7 YT. 4-0 run after the timeout.
Couldn't quite get it up. Maybe she needed a little bit of that Undertaker choke slam to get it up in the air. Wasn't quite able to, and it's another point for 6-7.
Oh, and the serve from Francis dropping right in front of Leo Ortiz.
And how about the swing of momentum for 6-7? Down 5 points when the timeout was called. Now tied at 16 apiece. How about that call from Francis?
How about that call from Francis? That's why he's the guy, you know? Ooh, Galilei just sends that one into the net. Generational aura gamble does not pay off, as they have lost the lead. After being up by 5, they've now find themselves down by 1, and they need a timeout. Call me Chris Move, because they need a timeout.
Maybe 6Steezy got a little bit too lackadaisical, maybe too confident in their ability to win after being up so much. But now they're down by 1, 17-16, a little bit of a 6-7 if you add the ones. But now they need to recompose themselves as they talk it out, trying to determine what is the best area for all of them to really spread out and cover the most ground.
And to answer your question, I wouldn't know what to do. But if I am them, I would know what to do.
I would hope so, because it is do or die for 6Steezy here. You're already down 1 set. If you lose here, it is goodbye to the spring semester. And it'll be no avail in chasing that coveted championship trophy for the volleyball in the spring semester in the rec center.
For the co-ed intramurals.
There you go.
And now we continue. Oh, Michael goes up quick. Michael Ortiz and Valdez both died for that one. And they do recover, but it's Michael again. Oh, they can't stop that one. Michael is making a living off of these kills.
And Michael is just too ferocious, going over and over again. Some ruthless aggression from Michael there.
Yeah, you said it. Ferocious, ruthless, aggressive. Almost like a wild tiger in the Serengeti.
Absolutely. There's nothing they can do to corral that big cat.
No, there's nothing they can do. Gonzalez still gets it over. Francis to Kira. It's Michael. Oh, softer this time. Good diving play there by Coronado. Sends that one back. Kalana, nice reception. Over to Kira. It's Luis. Not quite. Oh, but he goes up again. It's kept up. Francis to Luis. Oh, he's unable to send it over. Whiffs on that one. And finally, the 7-0 run from 6-7 White Tee is snapped.
And this is exactly what 6 Steezy needs. You had the momentum earlier. Snap the streak that 6-7 put together and find your footing once again.
Kalana receives that one nicely from Gonzalez. Michael has no choice but to go for placement over velocity. Coronado, good set. It's Michael Ortiz. Oh, blocked by Michael. And the flex afterwards. Oh, my goodness, is Michael moving different.
There is no bigger cat out there right now than Michael, just throwing it down time and time again. I got to tell you, if there's anyone to be fair on that court, it's Michael. As 6-7 will send it over, and a little bit of an awkward tap back over. Maybe a little split from number 3, Ice-T.
From Galilee.
Absolutely, but it's a point for 6-7, and they're just one away from taking the sweep here in the playoffs.
Quite right. As we go on, Michael Ortiz sends it over. Francis there to receive. Kira, good set. It's Michael. Oh, he goes for placement. He places it perfectly in the corner for the game. Are you kidding me, Michael? Oh, my goodness. He's got it all. He's got the velocity on the spikes. He's got the sets. He's got the blocks. And he goes for placement and the finesse on the last shot of the game.
What a play. What a hit for the big boy, the big cat, the Twin Tower. How about that right there? Michael doing it all for his team and punching their ticket into the Final Four to face BTA in the next round of the playoffs.
Now, as we look at this bracket, things are shaping up quite nicely. 3 of the 4 teams have been decided. It will be, as you said, 6-7 White Tee against BTA in one semifinal match. And the winner of Julie Regulates, and I'd hit that, against Caleb the Best on the other side. Winner between those games will obviously move on to the finals, which will be on Tuesday, right after the Monday semifinals. Now, partner, what did you see from this game? What led to the dominance that we saw from 6-7 White Tee?
6-7 White Tee, I got to say, their ability to just gain composure after being down. They did it twice. Now, in the first set, they did it earlier on. It's much easier to do it when you're not down when you're not as far into the game. But in the second, calling the timeout, how about that call from Francis? Knowing where his team was mentally, calling that timeout to rally the team behind him once again and sending them, propelling them forward with a 7-0 run. How about that call from Francis? I got to say, he is a game changer no matter where he is.
Yeah, that is sort of the turning point of the game. But that is going to do it for us here tonight from Rebel Intramural Sports Net here in the beautiful, may I say beautiful, UNLV Fitness and Recreation Center here right in the heart of Las Vegas. For Marcus Bray, for Will Lewin, for Marcellus Davis, for Ziana Vasquez, I've been Justin Young. Thank you very much, and we will see you for your next broadcast on Monday for the semifinals. Take care.